Okay. Are we live, guys? Who's in chat? Put you guys here. Give you guys a little bit of a setup. I'm actually so excited for morning cardio. It's like the best way to get up. Who's in chat right now? Say hi. I'm kind of lonely. I'm not used to this. Talking to myself. There's no better feeling than having nice set of shaved arms. Like, I love this feeling. Nice and smooth. What's up, Dominique? How are you? What's up, Steam? Well, I'm gonna get ready and go do some morning cardio because I think that's like one of the best ways to get up in the morning. I popped a caffeine pill. I usually take caffeine pills in the morning or whenever I feel like I'm really, really hungry in the morning, and that just craves my or it actually kills my cravings for food until later. So caffeine pills in the morning, guys, if you want to curb your cravings. Lots of cardio today. Not the kind of cardio I would like to do, if you know what I'm talking about, but this is the next best thing. Smooth is always, I agree. Coffee. I actually don't drink coffee. Funny enough, I do take caffeine pills. I don't have the little caffeine little bottle with me, but you can go to any like generic supplement store if you guys have anywhere you live, or maybe like a health store, and you can get caffeine pills specifically. And I think those are actually even better than coffee because coffee, a lot of people add cream, a lot of sugar and stuff, and by the time you know it, the calories start to rack up, right? So caffeine pills, it's essentially 0 calories and just straight caffeine that goes right into the bloodstream. And on top of that, it's a higher concentration of caffeine, so it'll keep you wired for a little longer. Good morning, Carrie. How are you? Trish, my beautiful girl. Always a pleasure seeing you. You love your coffee? Yeah, black coffee is typically better than just regular coffee with milk and cream. I don't ever really drink coffee. Matter of fact, I try to stay away from stimulants as much as I can, but sometimes I do have to take them, right? Because for fasting for 24 hours, guys, like some cravings are just it just like I literally go insane sometimes. Like I get so damn hungry. And maybe like 4 or 5 months ago when I first started my cut, oh my god, this guy parks so damn close to me. Anyways, like 4 or 5 months when I first started my cut, I was so cranky in the morning, you guys. Like my mom would sometimes come visit me and yeah, you couldn't talk to me. Like I was so damn cranky because it was like such a big change to my body, right? And I wasn't really used to being in such a caloric deficit. So yeah, I was very cranky in the mornings, but now that my body's kind of used to the deficit, not really eating too much and stuff, I'm not as cranky anymore. But we just picked up my cat's food. My cat eats special kind of food. He eats not sure if you guys how many of you guys are cat owners, but my cat is more susceptible to crystals in his urine, so I have to buy him special kind of food. It's like a special urinary kind of food, so I have to go to this one special vet where I live and get him special kind of food. It's really expensive, but this I went and ran a few errands in the morning, and now it's time for cardio. Nice haircut, bro. This ain't a haircut. It's just being bald. Car is not moving. What do you mean car's not moving? Oh, thank you, Dominique. Yeah, he's such a good boy. He's 9 years old. And I was always under the impression that cats live anywhere between 8 to 12 years old. So it would always get me really, really sad thinking about my baby Zeus passing away soon. But I spoke to the vet and she told me, I'm not sure if this is true. You guys could tell me if she's right or wrong, but she said typically cats live up to 18 years. That seems like a far fetched to me personally, but if that's the case, that is honestly amazing. I would love to keep my Zeus for 18 years. Honestly, I love the cat so much, I'd honestly give up years of my life to still keep him in my life, if that makes sense. Like, I would gladly give up 10, 15 years of my life so I can keep him around longer. Like, that's how much I love or a pet. I never understood when people said stuff like, "Oh, that's my baby," well, when they would talk about their dogs or their cats or whatever, right? And, now that I have a pet, I told, "Whoa, bro, what are you doing?" This guy literally just cut me off so bad. Anyways, um, I never understood when people used to say stuff like, "That's my baby," right? When they would, talk about their, pets. And now that I've had a cat for 9 years, like, pretty much going on to 10 years, I totally get what they mean when they say, "That's my baby." Zeus is definitely my baby. I don't have any kids of my own, but, Zeus is, like, I pretty much spend money on him, I take care of him, I clean after him, I cuddle him, he fights with me sometimes. It's exactly like having a kid. But the only difference is, I will say this, having a kid, eventually the kid does grow up, right? The kid turns 18, they eventually move on, they get, boyfriends, girlfriends, they get married, whatever. They go and start building their own life, right? But with a pet, they don't really ever grow up. They're dependent on you until the day they die. So, um, it's a bit more different, right? So, it's like y to them, you are their entire life, right? Like, they don't ever really grow up and they don't ever go out and, like, into the world and they don't make a life of their own. So, you are their entire life until the day they die. I'm the lucky one, Steam, trust me. I feel like I'm the lucky one. I have the privilege of having him in my life. After my breakup, oh my God, I would cry so much to my cat. You have no clue. I would just cry and hold him. And it's funny because anytime, like, I would just be laying down on the bed and then I would get emotional and then I would just start crying. He would literally come up to me and he would know something's wrong. Like, I don't know if it was just by chance or what. I don't know if it's just me overthinking it, but anytime I'd be on the bed just by myself after my breakup and I would just, start crying, he would literally come up to me and just literally lay beside me. And it was definitely a tough time in my life, but Zeus and my good friends, one of my best friends, Dennis, oh my God, he was such a strong pillar in my life at that time. Cats are the best for that, I agree. Aw, thank you, you love to see me smile. I love to see you guys smile, and I love to see that, some of my videos can make your day a little better, make you smile, make you laugh, like, I just love giving in return. Our animals know? I agree. I agree, Franny. Yeah. I think animals have this other sense, and this might freak some of you guys out, but I'm not sure how it is with dogs, but with cats, do you know when cats just, like, stare off into the distance randomly, and then they move their head and they're looking at something that we can't see? I think cats can see spirits too. Spirits or some sort of energy that we can't see with our eyes, because Zeus has done that a bunch of times, and literally, he's looking at something as if there's, like, another human being there or, like, some sort of presence, and he's just following it around, and I look at that same direction, maybe there's a bug, maybe there's, like, a little, I don't know, fly or fruit fly flying around, but literally, there's nothing, you guys. He's literally, like, tracking it with its eyes like it's, like, a person there, so I think cats Maybe dogs too, I'm not sure, I've never owned a dog in my life, but with cats, I think they can see spirits, you guys. Thank you, blood. I'm not sure if you're talking about, subscribing, but if you did, appreciate it. Dogs can yeah, they can 100%, yeah. No, it's actually, like, kinda freaky, like, at some points because I'm a strong believer of, spirits and ghosts and all that stuff and demons, like, I genuinely believe in that stuff. I don't think there's any demons anywhere near me. I keep positive energy around me. I keep God close and into my heart. I have good people around me. I have all of you, and I don't really spout out a lot of negative energy or you know anything bad into the world. I don't think there's any demons around me. Don't get concerned, but maybe spirits and stuff. Maybe. Okay, I don't know what's going on here. If there's a big accident or something, but um, I typically go do cardio just around my neighborhood, but there's this really nice cardio spot where our downtown is. Our downtown is like located like down into a like kind of like a river valley, and it's so beautiful. One of these days, I'll take you guys there, and I'll do cardio there, and you guys will fall in love. A lot of people actually talk like a lot of shit about the city, Edmonton, but I don't care what anyone says. I love Canada and I love Edmonton. Like when you live in the same city for too long, it's like, I don't know if it's seen as like cool talking, down on your city, but for me personally, I love my city. I think Edmonton is a wonderful place to live. I think it's very nice. It's safe for the most part, but in the year, like I would say in the past 10 years, it has gotten a little more dangerous. So that's one of the downsides of living in Edmonton. Oh, and the cops are money hungry with giving bikers tickets. That's another thing about Edmonton. So if you're a biker, you want to come to Edmonton, just be prepared to get pulled over and to get ticketed. This one time I got ticketed so much on so many things on my bike. I kid you not, guys. I think I got over 10 tickets and the list of tickets than me. Like I literally put it to the ground and lifted it up and it was taller than me. The cops will ticket you a lot for having all sorts of things done to your bike, whether it be reflectors, improper plate placement, signals, literally anything. They'll ticket you for. But aside from that, I promise you, Edmonton is a very, very nice place to live and come visit. We have quite a few things here that you guys can go check out. I mean, I like it personally. I know a lot of people don't like Edmonton, but I love it. I think it's a wonderful place. Yeah, I'm almost to my place here, and then I'm gonna pull over and we're gonna get this cardio started. Because if not, then I'm just gonna be driving around and talking. And I don't know if you guys would want that. But I'm actually planning on going to Banff and maybe doing a bit of don't know if I'm gonna climb a mountain like all the way, but I want to do some sort of hike. So I live close to the Rocky Mountains, and that would be really cool to stream like as I'm climbing up a mountain or going like on a hike or something like by a mountain. I think that'd be really, really neat. So let me know if you guys would be interested in something like that. Okay, we are almost to the spot, you guys. Don't worry. And I guess I could just even pull over here and go for a little walk. Guess it really wouldn't make a difference now, would it? Where I go for a walk, it's all just houses and cars at the end of the day. I should probably maybe pull into a gas station, to be honest with you, because I did not bottle of water, and I don't usually really get thirsty when I go on walks or do my cardio. I don't really even have a whole lot of water in me to really sweat. I'm pretty much skin and bones at this point. I barely have any water weight on me, but I don't know if I should buy a bottle of water for the little walking session that I'm gonna do or not, but I don't usually drink water when I go and do my cardio. But I think I'm just gonna pull over to this gas station, just leave the car there and go for a walk because I was gonna go back to my house and just leave the car there, but that's like still another like 5 minute drive, and I don't want to keep you guys waiting for too much longer. There's one little gas station here that I go to most times. Let me just do this. I just pulled a illegal U-turn. Hopefully there were no cops around, or hopefully there's no cops in stream watching this. You're gonna track me down and give me a ticket and pull me over. You got 20 people in chat. Wow. Let's go. 20 people this early? That's actually impressive. I know last time we streamed in the shaving stream, we were like consistently like holding on to like 40 to 50 viewers. That's honestly incredible. Especially considering given the fact that on YouTube I don't really have too many subscribers. I think I have like only 1.2K subscribers, which is a lot for me. Like in my eyes, that's a lot of subscribers. But I know in the grand scheme of things, like compared to like other people, it's not that many subscribers. But for me, it's good enough, and I'm proud of it, and I'm proud of all of you. So don't even worry about my subscriber count, you guys. Hopefully, it'll go up one day. But on the other social media platforms, I have a decent following. Like Instagram, I think is my most. I think I'm almost at 70K followers, if I'm not mistaken. Last time I checked, I think I was like at 67 or 66, something like that. Okay, we are at the spot. Oh my god, I didn't even put it in park. You see how distracted you guys make me? I just want to check this room. I didn't even put the car in park. I like let go of the brake and the car was rolling back. I'm like, what the heck is going on? What's up, Chrissy? Good afternoon to you. Let me read some of the chat. What's up, Daisy? It's good to see you. Oh, you can't stay for too long? That's totally okay. I'm still gonna be streaming for the next hour. Yeah, the arms are shaved. It's so smooth. I love it. By the way, do you guys find this gross? This is how lean I am. Like, that's literally my forearm. Ew, how nasty is that? And the biceps even worse. You guys want to see something gross? Like, look at that. That's like just pure skin. There's like no fat on my frame. I need to go eat a cheeseburger or something. Did I see your chats? Why? Is there something bad happening in chat? Do I need to block someone? Let me know. Sorry, I was driving. I couldn't really see chat, so if there's someone being, bad in chat, I trust Dragon and Trish's judgment. So let me know if someone needs to get kicked or blocked. Well, it's okay, Steam. No worries. Go do your thing. I'll still be here. And you can still obviously catch me in the Patreon bronze group chat. The ladies love me, and I love every single one of them. I love all of you. But my ladies, I definitely love my ladies. I'm forever grateful for all of them. Pelik is the troublemaker? What is he saying? Yeah, Pelik, if you're still in here, you need to watch what you say, man. Don't be causing troubles. We have pretty much like a zero tolerance for weirdos, so I mean, I'm streaming. You guys want me to just does you want me to just stay quiet while I stream? Anyways, okay, let's go for this morning cardio. It is really bright outside. So forgive me if I'm squinting like this a little too much. And I could barely even see chat. It's so damn bright out. It is actually incredible how bright it is. You know what? We're gonna walk this way. You don't want to. You can just keep get like that's still good. Just get and turn down your volume. Or you to go run some errands. Do I like men or women? What do you mean by that? Like romantically? I have to kind of do this to read chat because it is so bright. I have to kind of like block the screen. I agree. I really should have brought some sunglasses. You know what? Maybe I'll go inside the seven. So I'm right by 7-Eleven here. I might go inside and buy some sunglasses. Let's actually go do that because I could barely see the screen. And as you can see, I'm literally squinting. Let's go see if they have a nice pair of sunglasses. And you guys can help me pick out them. Okay? Let's go see. But first, I want to see if there's any nice ones they have. 'Cause I don't want to just go and buy anything, just random. Hi, good morning. Um, it looks like they're all out of the glasses. Yeah, let me go ask them. Excuse me. Are you guys all out of the sunglasses? The sunglasses? Are you guys all out? Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, no worries. Thank you. Yeah? Oh, I see. Okay. No problem. Thank you. Okay. They're all out of the glasses. Um, there's actually another gas station right down the road over there, so we can go check that one out, and it's not that much farther from uh my current location. I think it's like, I don't know, like a 5-minute walk. So I'm from Canada. Rob the station. There's two excuse me. There was two older ladies working in there. I don't think they would even do anything. If I genuinely went in there with like a little like mask and I said, give me all the money, I don't think they would even argue. I think they would just give them 1 second. I just put do not disturb on because I'm getting spam calls. Um, and that's one thing I need to start doing more is putting on do not disturb when I'm streaming. My friends, a couple of my friends were telling me, I don't know how you can just get up and stream and talk to a bunch of people and constantly talk and do cardio at the same time. I mean, you guys are so easy to talk to, and we have so much in common, especially the ladies in my bronze chat and on Patreon. Like I get along with you guys so well. So when we have a certain connection with people, you can just talk, 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 and talk. Like one of my best friends, when me and him are together, there's never a dull moment. You know what I mean? It's just we just constantly talk, talk, talk. Like I talk so much with him, like I catch myself like massaging my jaw muscles because I'm talking so much. And on top of that, even right now, I'm talking so much, like my throat, I feel like is getting a little dry. But then again, it's not too early. It's 11 a.m. now. But yeah, it is definitely early. Frisch is just telling everyone where I live. Next thing you guys know, there's gonna be a van that pulls up right behind me, and like 6 or 7 guys are gonna come out with masks, put like a potato sack on my head, and kidnap me right on stream. What would you guys honestly do? Like, genuine question. If something like that happened, what would you guys do? Would you guys just call like my local police? Or would you guys just clip it and put the video on YouTube? What would you guys genuinely do? Or would you guys just laugh? Some of you guys just might laugh and just write like W's in the chat. Call the police. Yeah. I need water. Can you need some milk? We'll be on your way to help. One-way ticket to Edmonton. You know what? I probably should give some of you guys my location just in case. Because I know that seems a little far-fetched, but I mean it's not impossible, right? So this is what I mean about the other little gas station. You guys for sure don't have these in America, right? Petro Canada's. I mean, to me personally, they're all the same, but certain gas stations just have different things, right, for sale. So let's go see if this gas station has some sunglasses because my eyes are killing me. I'm squinting so much. Get freaked out of sound hurt me. You're too sweet. Yeah, no worries. Okay. So much better. Oh my god. I can finally see the screen. Okay, now let's see where there's oh my god, they have sunglasses. Okay, you guys are gonna help me pick up some sunglasses. Okay. I don't know if I like these ones. These ones aren't too bad, but I like something that's a little more subtle, you know what I mean? These glasses are more for like people who are like in construction or the trades, just sitting in their truck. I want something like Ray-Ban styles. I don't know if they have those. These ones aren't too bad. These black ones? Or actually, no. Maybe these black ones. They're more subtle. Here, I'm gonna put these on and you guys can tell me how I look. How do these ones look? I don't really look good in glasses. I know. Darker the better. Okay. So these have they're kind of like silverish lenses, but these ones here are darker. Let's try these ones. Let's think about these ones. None of these are ones that are like my style, I want to say. But and then again, I don't ever really wear glasses. So yeah, how's that? Are these ones a little better? Okay, you guys have to let me know which one. I know the tag is like right in my face. How's these ones? Let me put this down. Are these ones any better or no? Those ones are better. keep looking. Okay, we're gonna keep these on the side, but it's honestly just this row of glasses that are like the nicer ones. These ones are like more of the prescription. And then these ones, like I said, they're more for like, I guess, construction. Actually, maybe this one's not too bad. What do you guys think of this one? These ones? Here, let me put these on, see how I look. I personally don't think I look good in glasses just in general. What about these ones? Are these ones any nice? The little red lenses. They have the bigger lenses too. You could still see my pointy mountain shaped eyebrows. You like these ones? Those look good? Okay. Yes. Hey, it seems like you guys really like these ones. Okay, we're gonna buy these ones. I personally don't think I look good in any of them, but if you guys like them, then we're gonna buy them. Hey, just these, please. I'm sorry? No, no, just on debit, please. Yeah. There's a little flex. Still smooth. Okay, good. Thank you. Yeah, you as well, thanks. Okay, let me just remove this little sticker, and then we will be good to go. This is very hard to do with one hand, so I'm gonna just be a little bit of a savage and just use my teeth. Give me a sec. Probably not the best thing to do. These tags are probably really nasty, but forgive me, I had to. I only have one hand. Oh my, there's another sticker on the inside. Okay, we got them out. Okay. It's better, but I'm still having troubles seeing chat because now it's kind of dark and the screen is dark. So yeah, yeah, I know. I got a shiny head. What else is new? I'm still gonna try my best to read chat. I just have to kind of like put my hand over the screen like that to block out the sun. Don't use my teeth. You guys actually want to know something really funny? I haven't been to the dentist in like I want to say like 13 or 14 years. You guys know that? Yeah, I didn't get a bottle of water or anything, but I feel like I'm not too dehydrated or anything, but there's always little stores around, little gas stations. So if I really need some water, I'll go back. But for the most part, I think I should be good. I mean, I'm good right now, but I probably should have got a bottle of water, but it's okay. But anyways, like I was saying, I haven't been to the dentist in like 13 or 14 years. How crazy is that? Like I have maybe like one or two cavities at the most, but none of my teeth hurt, my gums don't hurt, and, as you guys could see, like, my teeth aren't incredibly white, but they're not, like, super yellow or anything. I just brush at least once a day, I floss too, and I use a little tongue scraper, I clean out my tongue, and yeah, that's literally all I do. I don't really go to the dentist. But then again, I don't really eat a whole lot of unhealthy foods. Oh, and I use Listerine too, of course. I don't really eat a whole lot of sugary foods, so that might be one of the reasons why I don't have a whole lot of cavities. adjust my screen to auto so it gets brighter in the sun. Okay, let me see if I can do that. Let me see if that works. No. Okay, I'm gonna have to do that afterwards, Franny, because I don't think anything's really gonna help you guys. I don't think you guys realize how incredibly bright it is right now outside. Like the only time I could really see is when there's shade. So so whenever there's shade, I could kind of read chat, but even right now, if I do that with my hand, I could still see it. What's up, Bianca? How are you? I'm good, you guys. Just doing a bit of morning cardio. Okay, let's see here. I'm kind of just standing here by these people's little condos. Yeah, umbrella. I think I could turn on that feature where my Siri just reads chat, but I think that would just be super annoying in my ear because it would just be Siri constantly talking to me. That's really good to hear, Bianca. Good genetics, good teeth genetics. Yeah. Thank you. I just bought them. I don't know if you were here in the stream earlier, but um, I just bought them for my eyes because it is so sunny outside. I should have probably brought my hat. If you guys don't know, people who are bald can get a heat stroke so much quicker than people with hair. That's a little fun fact about bald people because it's like the sun is literally just hitting your head constantly, right? And if you have hair, there's like, at least a little bit of a protection, right? From your scalp and whatnot. But if you're bald, you're just absorbing all that heat. Right now the sun isn't too strong, so it's not too bad. I don't feel like I'm overheating, but that's one of the reasons why I wear hats. And on top of that, I like hats, but yeah, I should have probably brought my hat, but it's okay. The sun isn't too crazy right now. Okay, we're getting a little bit of shade here now. We're hot villain. How tall am I? I think I'm like 5'9", maybe 5'8", so not that tall. Oh, you're using your mom's account? Nice. Does your mom not let you have your own YouTube account? Well, if you're really young, then yeah, I guess it makes sense. If I had kids, I would be really monitoring their social media accounts. Perfect height. Love you, Franny. No, I've never been really self-conscious about like anything on me personally. Not my height, not my baldness, big nose or anything. Like I'm aware of these things. It's not like, I'm not aware of how I look and how my body is shaped. Like I know these things, but I would definitely say I'm not self-conscious about any of those things. And one of the reasons why I would say I'm not really self-conscious about any of my I don't even know if you'd call them shortcomings. Maybe if you're like talking to a specific person who, considers them shortcomings. I mean, I don't personally, but it's just because I have really good group of people around me who have always loved me for me, who've always showed me support and love for me. So I've never really had to feel self-conscious about how I look or my height, my whatever, you know what I mean? Because I've always had supportive people in my life. Obviously, you guys being the biggest supporters in my life. So yeah, I've never really been self-conscious about how I look, which is such an incredible feeling when you could look whatever, right? And you can still feel good about yourself. Looks for me really aren't really like a big thing for me. It doesn't matter how you look, and I've said this in the past so many times. It's it's all about your heart, soul, and mind that really attracts me to some people. You know, you can be like the best looking guy or girl ever. You can be a supermodel, but if your attitude is piss poor, I'm not gonna want to be around you. So for me personally, it doesn't matter how you look like. It's it's your attitude, it's your energy that I personally get attracted to. Like I have some friends where some of my other friends will tell me, "How do you hang out with that person?" or "Why do you like that person?" or "He or she is such a loser," blah blah blah, whatever, right? And I'm like, "Well, why don't you get to know the person just a little, give them a chance, and you'll know exactly why I like them and why I like being around them." Or they might call that specific person ugly or whatever, right? But like I said, I see way past beyond looks, you guys. Looks are like if there's like a list of criterias I judge someone on, looks are like damn near at the very bottom. Like I can appreciate someone who's good looking, of course. You know, like I have certain things, like certain physical qualities that just attract my eyes. I'm not saying, I'm completely numb to that, right? Like I like certain hair colors. I like certain styles on people, sure. But when it comes to just looks in general, it would definitely be at the bottom of the list when I guess in a sense, if we're talking about me judging someone, I don't really judge someone based on their looks. I judge them more based on their character, how they treat one another, how they treat animals, how they treat their parents, their friends, right? Especially as a man, you can really learn a lot about a man, you guys, based on how he treats his mother. If he treats his mother very poorly, and this isn't the same for all men, but chances are if he treats his mom poorly, he's probably gonna treat you poorly. You know, I've always had such a strong relationship with my mom. She's such an incredible lady. She's even till today, like I'm not young, I'm not a kid, but she's still, like in her eyes, I'm still a baby, right? And she still treats me, well, I wouldn't say treats me, but she still cares for me, and she still, sacrifices everything in her being to make sure that that I have everything that I need. So yeah, you can especially for a man, like I said, you can learn a lot about a man based on how he treats his mother. Yes, Krish, absolutely. Yeah, mother's love, guys, is something else. Like a father's love, it like has its own place too, of course. Like a father's love is unique to a father's, but when it comes to a mother's love, guys, there's nothing that compares to a mother's love. I'm so sorry, Steve Maker. Yes, I'm very fortunate, very lucky, and I thank God every single night that I have my parents. I have both of them. I'm incredibly grateful, incredibly lucky, and yeah, I'm sorry, Steve Maker, but I'll tell you guys a story. So we'll talk a little about death here. You know, death is always untimely. It's always unfortunate. But I will say this: if if you've had your parents well into your, until you're 18, 20, 25, 30, whatever the case may be, if you had your parents until you managed to get on your feet and you managed to kind of like get your life started and you could kind of stand on your own 2 feet and carry on from there, your parents did their job, you guys. They fed you, they clothed you, they raised you, they provided for you, and now you're in a position where you can take care of yourself, right? So when that time comes, because we'll all lose our parents, that's not an argument. That's literally a fact of life, of course. If they got you to a position where you're dependent on yourself, and you're not really dependent on anyone else, your parents did their job. So when the time comes when you lose your parents, of course, it's still gonna be sad. I'm not saying you're not allowed to cry and you're not allowed to be sad. It's still gonna be very, very sad, and death is always untimely, like I said. But you need to find a little bit of beauty and comfort in that too, because a lot of people, guys, they lose their parents at a young age when they're kids or whatever, right? And they don't really have that time to really have their parents around to really like raise them and really help them get on their 2 feet, right? So me personally, like I always think about it for myself. When the time comes when I lose my parents, of course I'm gonna be devastated. Of course I am, but I will always keep this in the back of my head. I had my parents. I was fortunate enough to have them well into my adulthood. They did their job. They raised me. They made me into a kind, compassionate man. And yeah, I so just that fact alone, I find some sort of beauty in that, right? So like it's unfortunate when a child loses a mother or father, right? But when you're an adult, you have your own house, you have your own money, you have whatever, right? And then you lose your mom or dad. It's still unfortunate, it's still sad, but like your parents did their job. You see what I'm trying to say? Like you lost your parents. It's very sad, but your parents did their job, and the time came where it was their time to go. So I'm not sure if any of that made sense or if I'm just rambling on, but that's just how I see it when it comes to losing a mom or dad. Of course, I don't know because I still have both my parents, but that's just, I guess, maybe a coping mechanism that I will tell myself when I do lose my parents that they did their job. You're an adult, quit being so sad. But regardless, I'm still gonna be, absolutely heartbroken when the time comes when I lose my parents. But it's definitely a very sad subject to talk about. And I'm sorry to anyone who have lost their parents. I couldn't even imagine like what to tell you and how to comfort you. That's uh that's a really, really, really tough spot. I could only imagine how tough it is, right? Like I could never really sympathize with anyone who've lost a mom or dad. But I'm sorry for anyone on the chat that have lost a mom or dad, anyone who's going through it or anyone who has gone through it, because some people can get over things a lot quicker than others. Me personally, when it comes to a broken heart or like heartache or something, I don't think I can get over stuff like that quickly. I think I just feel things just a little more. I know some people are like more numb to certain emotions, but when it comes to the heart, I definitely feel things a lot harder. What's the secret to happiness? I think everyone's secret to happiness is a bit different, but my secret to happiness, I would say, is two things that I genuinely believe in. One of them, and one of the most important things is to spread happiness and kindness. And what I mean by that is not causing unnecessary pain and suffering to others, being compassionate, just being a human being, right? Having a heart, being human. And another thing is not being dependent on others. And what I mean by that is don't don't try to have your happiness, like all of your happiness, in the palms of someone else's hands, right? So let's say if you have a boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, whatever the case may be, you can love them, you can appreciate them, and you can give them the world, of course. And those are all beautiful things. Being in love is the most incredible feeling on planet Earth. I love being in love and I love giving love and I love being loved. But the one thing I will tell you guys is if you let someone control every ounce of your heart and emotions, it is life, and life is very unpredictable. And who knows what's even going to happen 5 minutes from now, me walking, right? I can just walk and trip, bump my head, and that's it, right? So life is very unpredictable. Just try not to have all of your emotions and love in the palm of someone else's hands, and you will be happier for it. So those are my two takes on the key to happiness, right? Because you can't really truly feel happy if you don't make someone else happy. Anytime I make even someone smile or laugh or make them feel good, I feel so much better about myself, and my whole day is like literally just goes up from there. So, and try not to keep your all your happiness in the hands of someone else. If that makes sense. I hope I answered your question. But that's just what I believe in. Steam Maker's leaving. See you, Steam. What's going on with Trish, you guys? What's up, Gabe? I'll just take these off just a little so I can read chat just a little better. What's going on with Trish? I have to go back and see. Oh no, your husband passed away 13 years ago? Oh, Trish, my sweet girl. I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm not sure if Steve Maker's in chat. Yes, I definitely believe in guardian angels. I believe in spirits, and I believe in all that stuff. You're listening to me as you drive, Haley. That's awesome. I love you, my girl. Haley's in the chat, you guys. Shout out to Haley. You know, Trish, I'm not sure if you're religious or you believe in an afterlife, but I do, and I believe it in my heart and soul. Eventually, one day, when our time comes, because all of our time will come when we pass on to the, afterlife, whatever you want to call it. I think we will see all of our loved ones. I think we will see our pets. I think we'll see our moms or dads, boyfriends, girlfriends, husbands, wives, whatever, brothers and sisters. I think when that time comes, you know, I genuinely believe it. We will see our loved ones again. So I hope that could that gives you a little bit of comfort, a little bit of solace, Chris. But that's just what I believe in, and you know, I just hope I can give you just a bit of comfort. It's been 13 years. I'm sure it still hurts, but you seem like a very intelligent lady, so I think I have like a better understanding maybe than even me when it comes to loss and death and all that. You believe in afterlife? Yeah, well, that's good. Have I experienced any supernatural, paranormal? Let me think. Off the top of my head, I don't think I have anything supernatural or paranormal. I don't think I have. I've experienced weird things happen, but I never really associated with like paranormal or ghosts. Like, say for instance, sometimes I'll lose an item, it would be a piece of paper, like a document, whatever, and I'll check that specific spot 10 plus times. A week later, it'll just magically appear in that same spot. I'm not sure if you would consider that paranormal or anything, but um that's one of the things I could genuinely think like off the top of my head. Put these glasses back on. Yeah, I really need to go into settings or something and see if I could just do something with the screen, or maybe there's like a specific screen protector I can buy that just makes the chat more noticeable when I'm walking, especially with my sunglasses. I'm not even sure if that's a thing or not, but maybe if I just oh, okay. Well, I just increased the brightness and that helped. I'm so stupid. Literally something as simple as me just increasing my brightness, and that pretty much fixed the problem. Okay, I can read chat so much better now. Yes, I genuinely believe in that too. So anytime I ride my bike, and little story for you guys, no one in my family likes the fact that I ride motorcycles. No one, not my mom, not my dad, not any of my siblings. Pretty much my friends don't even like it, right? They always tell me to be careful, whatever, like the typical stuff that any loved one would say. My parents definitely hate it, and I was only able to buy a motorcycle once I moved out. And it's seen as like really weird for someone where I come from to move out, because how my culture works is you pretty much live together until pretty much like until your parents die, right? Your wife moves into the house, your parents still stay with you and stuff. I'm more what some of you guys might like to call whitewashed, because I was born back home, but I pretty much grew up in Canada, right? So I've really adopted a lot of the Canadian customs and the quote unquote white customs, right? So, anyways, I wasn't able to really buy a motorcycle until I moved out, until I had my own, I guess, independence, my own place, right? So um, yeah, my parents always, always, always pray for me whenever I ride my motorcycle. My mom's always like, "You're always in my prayers." And I've gotten close calls with my bike a lot of times, where I will be the first to tell you guys, my skills did not save me from those close calls. I swear it, I had no control over the motorcycle. Like some of the really, really like bad accidents I could have been involved in. It was like pretty much what it felt like is it was almost like an out of body experience. I felt like I had no control over my own hands and feet, and I had no control over my own mind. It was like I was looking at myself like from a third person perspective. It was like almost like I was a ghost looking at myself, and it was like another being or a spirit, whatever you want to call it. It was controlling the bike, or the bike itself had a mind of its own, and the bike itself corrected itself, and obviously I didn't crash. And there's been a handful of situations where I was involved in something like that, where the accident could have been fatal. Like genuinely, it could have been fatal. And yeah, I don't attribute any of those close calls and me not dying and getting into an accident because, oh, I'm such a good motorcycle rider. Oh, it was my skills that saved me. No, I think it was genuinely a guardian angel, prayers of my parents, family, and friends, whatever you want to call it. But I could definitely tell you it wasn't my skills. Like I could ride a bike and I could get a little crazy on it. Like I'm decent enough at riding a motorcycle, but I don't care how good you are. People still always get into motorcycle accidents. I've seen some of my friends who are miles, miles ahead in terms of skill level than myself, and they've got into accidents. And sometimes when you get into those close calls when it comes to a motorcycle, there's not a whole lot you can do, guys. Especially, like, I'm not sure if you guys are familiar, but a lot of the newer bikes have a whole lot of technology that's going to help you in terms of crashing and making mistakes, right? And with some of the older bikes, it's just you and the machine. So it's just you and your own skill sets and the machine. There isn't really a whole lot of rider aids, right? And in the motorcycle community, there's this toxic mindset where if you have a newer bike and you have a lot of those rider aids, you're seen as like a noob. You're seen as inexperienced because you're not really riding a real bike, right? Because it has so much rider aid to help you. You're more of a rider if you hold a older bike that has no technology to save you, which I think that's just silly to even say. But and I always tell people, it doesn't matter what bike you're on, guys. It can be a fast bike, it can be a slow bike, whatever. Any of these bikes can kill you, and don't get too cocky because your skill set will only take you so far. Even professional riders in MotoGP who, race motorcycles for a living, and they're at the top of the top of the top of the totem pole when it comes to skills, they crash all the time. And some of them make the most basic mistakes, right? So None of us are above, like that. Anyone can crash, doesn't matter what bike you have, whether you have rider aids or not. A bike is still a bike and it can kill you. So I think that argument is just silly when, like I'm not sure if it's an ego thing or what, but some of the guys like to just boast about how they ride an older bike. There's not a whole lot of rider aids, so they're seen as a better rider. That's just absolutely silly to even talk about or even to mention to another biker. Like we're all on two wheels, guys. We all know the risk. We're all willing to accept it. So I'm so sorry to hear that, Chrissy. Your uncle, rest in peace to him. And I hope he's in a better place. I agree. I agree, Franny. Yeah, I agree. Trish, it's still you driving it, pretty much. You've been in a few wrecks on bikes, Tracy. Were they like really, really bad wrecks, or were they just like little crashes? Me personally, I haven't been in any motorcycle accidents, but I have dropped my bike. I was just doing like a slow U-turn when I was pretty new, and I kind of just hit the front brake a little too hard. And if you guys know anything about bikes, when you're mid corner or if you're making a sharp U-turn and the handlebars already twisted to one side a little too much and you hit the front brake, it's just how bikes are designed. You'll tumble over depending which way you're turning and you hit your front brake. So that was a big new mistake. I've seen some other friends who have been riding far longer than me make that same mistake. So it's not the end of the world. It happens. I dropped my bike. I most of the fall, I kind of put my thigh underneath the bike, so my thigh gets most of the fall rather than the bike because I love my bike so much. But yeah, I was more hurt than the bike because the R1 specifically, they're kind of really heavy bikes. I think an R1 wet weight with all the fluid is like 450 pounds or 455 pounds. So it is a pretty heavy bike compared to the other 1000 cc's. But other than that, no, I personally have never really gotten to any bad motorcycle wrecks. I agree. We're all very glad you're still with us. A bit of road rash. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh my God. Daddy's in chat, you guys. By the if you guys don't know, she's the one that drew me that incredible artwork with Skirk from Genshin Impact. So shout out to Danny. Love you, my girl. It is so nice seeing you. It is incredible seeing you in chat. I'm still waiting on the Mawika art, Danny. I can't wait to see that. And if there's anyone in chat that knows a thing or two about Genshin Impact, like I love Skirk, I love Farina, I love all these Genshin characters. But if I had to pick one that I like more than all the others, I would definitely say Mawika from Genshin Impact. She's definitely my favorite. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, just literally do a simple Google search. Search up Genshin Impact Mawika. You'll know exactly why I like her. Believe me, you guys will know exactly why. I have no clue what you're trying to say, man. Monkey, I have no clue what you're trying to say. Are you playing on the mobile, Dominic? If you're playing on your phone, Genshin Impact, yeah, it's definitely going to be tough to run because they're constantly releasing new characters. They're constantly expanding the map. So I played on my PlayStation 5. What's up, Cindy? Good to see you. How are you? Brandy, you're incredible. I've told you this in the past. You're literally something else. All my ladies, I love you all. Are you in are you at work right now, Franny? Or are you just chilling at home? Is there any other games you guys like to play? Because the only two games I really play right now is Genshin Impact and Overwatch. I don't really play a whole lot of games anymore, which I probably should. It is summer, but I'm out here doing stuff like this, going on walks early in the morning. And then I'll still be going to the gym and doing my usual weightlifting. Speaking of weightlifting, I want to say at some point today, you guys, I want to make the poll for the bronze girls on Patreon to be able to vote for which muscle group you guys would want me to stream. So that's going to be really exciting to do. I don't know at what point, but at some point I do want to make that available. I'll try my best to get to it because I want you guys to have access to be able to vote. And it's only going to be available on Patreon, right? And it's only going to be available to the bronze members. Oh, I hear a motorcycle. It's all the way back there. You guys probably can't see him, or maybe you can. Who's in chat still? Not sure if the chat is frozen or what, but you guys still here? Because this is weird. I can't see any of your guys' new comments. I don't know if you guys can still hear me or not, but this is definitely weird. Says the stream is still running, but like I said, I can't see any of your guys' new comments in chat. Yeah, I'm gonna end the stream right here. I think I've streamed for long enough anyways. But I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. I don't know if anyone can even hear this, but thank you so much for everyone that came out. I appreciate the heck out of all of you. And yeah, I can't wait to see you guys again.